Yeah. What's up, gang? What's going on, everybody? How we doing? What do we got up top here? Rose for you, baby. How are you? All that's in the house. What's good? Princess Torres. Cole was solid, but it wasn't great. But I think they may have left him in for one too many batters, and Brew was not able to hold the lead or the tie. So is what it is. And right now he's on the hook call for the loss if it happens. But it happens. It happens. If you have a lead and you have some guys on base and the other guy doesn't hold it, you're still responsible for those runs, unfortunately. So the game's not over yet. Game's not over yet. We're in the bottom of the eighth. Shane Green is in for the first time. Got called up today. So they still have the ninth, so we'll see. Billy, what's up, man? Yuda, what's up, my bud? Pop up. All right. Okay. They need to co-ace. Hold on, there's no doubt about it. They need to co-ace. There's no doubt about it. So, Adam Gase was a nightmare, Udall. I think you and I can both agree with that one. He was a nightmare. Just like James Dolan's a nightmare for the Knicks, dude. Yeah. Again, we still have a lot of baseball left to go. So, and there's still like 30 games plus over 500. So let's not run around with our hair on fire just yet. But I get what you're saying. These things are frustrating. They need some pieces. What's happening, Dominic? James Morales in the house. What's up, man? What's up, dude? Yeah, we obviously need some more pieces in the bullpen, right? With King out for the year now, Castro's out for I don't know how long. Severino's out, and Ron Marinaccio is working his way back. We'll see. I'm glad Clark Schmidt's up here, and Shane Green. Hopefully, he'll pitch well. It looks like he's pretty decent tonight. And there's some other guys, Rich Rodriguez and Jimmy Cordero. Like, there's still some guys out there. They're down there. They're not up yet. So I hope to see all these guys. But at the outset here, they still need to get a frontline reliever, right? Somebody who's going to make the same impact that Michael King has made for the Yankees, in my opinion. So, and that's, it has to be that type of needle mover. King was a needle mover. We need a needle mover. A David Bednar and Brian Reynolds. If there's any way they can facilitate a trade for both of them, I would walk away from Juan Soto like that. Mm-hmm. Juan Soto does not solve the pitching problem, period. You know what I mean? So, Cole did his part. That's all I can say. I don't know about. Let's see. Nice. Shane Green throwing some stuff, man. Yeah, if they lose at 4-8, yeah, this is their first stretch of adversity, right? Say how long it goes, we don't know. We have one more game against Baltimore, and then we got 2 against the Mets. So we're getting tested. And it just shows that with the exception of the King injury, they need pieces. They don't have enough personnel to, I think, go get past the Astros in the playoffs, unfortunately. So, and you can beat up on most of the league all you want, but the Orioles are no longer the joke Orioles of last year and the yesteryear. They're legit. We're probably going to have 5 teams over 500 in the American League East alone. I can't remember the last time that's happened. I can't remember. So that's crazy. If you get even the last place team over 500, that's nuts. So it's crazy, man. Yeah, well, Stanton's got another one. Yeah, Stanton's got to wake up. He's off. Slumping is reeling. He's got to make mechanical adjustments. He's stinking right now. Stanton, there's no doubt about it, dude. No doubt about it, man. Holmes got 5 outs last night. Yeah. The lineups lately, I just don't understand. Well, mainly Princess Torres because they don't have a prototypical leadoff hitter, so they're constantly rotating guys around. And having let's just say Brian Reynolds was the prototypical leadoff hitter. They put him there, and then you could put DJ batting second because he's the best contact hitter. And then you have some consistency. And you can do Judge, Rizzo, Stanley, blah 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 blah. But they're not doing that right now. They're all over the place because they don't have the right fits in certain positions, which is sucks. It sucks. It really is, man. So, but I did hear rumblings that the Yankees have communicated that they are willing to take back a big pitching contract or a bad pitching contract like Patrick Corbin to facilitate a Juan Soto trade. I did hear that tonight, and if it's accurate, then if I'm from the Yankees, I'm like, let's do this. Let's agree on the prospects. But then if you want Corbin, you got to take Hicks and whoever back. Hicks, Gallo, and Stanton. Even the three of them is less than Corbin. So I would try to get all three of them over there in Washington. That's me. Let's see. Got a runner on first because of a walk. So we got 2 outs though in the top of it and bottom of the 8th. So, well, exactly. But we need a combination of the two. You got that right, dude. You got that right. Again, the game is not over yet. Game's not over yet. Against hard, a lot of Yankees are. Dominic, you got that's a good point. A lot of Yankees are overmatching against hard-throwing righties, and that guy in the last inning was nasty for the Orioles. Oof. Yeah, Peter. Yeah, he struck out. Oh my God. Houston. I don't know. I'm not sure just yet. But Houston's good. They are very good. They're going to be very hard to beat. And, 2-run home run for Urias. 6-3 Orioles. Oh, shoot. Off Shane Green. Mm-hmm. Making moves. Now it's going to be harder for Yankees in the 9th. Yankees are reeling. They are reeling, that's for sure. The Yankees are going to make a trade. They have to. They need to shake this up, man. I'm confident they'll make a trade or a couple. They need to. I mean, it's the only way they're gonna, I think, really shake this whole thing up and kind of get out of a funk. Pop up. Of course, the next pitch he pops up and flies out, and he's an out. Yeah, 3 outs. 6-3 Orioles going into the 9th inning. All right. Getting rid of Gallo. I think they're going to do more than that, Princess Torres. Getting rid of Gallo. I think they'll do more. They do have problems with runners in scoring position. They've had a lot of that problem this year. They've had it last year. They've had it the year before scoring. Yep, 100%. With this mismatched lineup on a regular basis, I'm surprised that they're 30-something games over 500 with a mismatched lineup like this. It's just at some point it was going to get exposed and picked apart. And I saw YouTube. What did I just miss here? I missed something here. Hold on. Where did it go? This thing scrolled back down this far? What the hell? Wow, this thing's scrolling so fast. Hang on, guys. I saw something here. I saw in the YouTube video that the Yankees are in the running for Andrew Benintendi. You have to find out he's not vaccinated. I think it's a terrible idea, Billy, for a couple of reasons. One, not vaccinated and still with no COVID spiking in New York. In a lot of areas, he's most prone to catching it, right? Let's just say he catches COVID. the quarantine period for unvaccinated players is longer than it is for vaccinated players. And he's not going to be playing any of those games, right? And let's just say he exposes 2 or 3 of his teammates. Let's just say, because that's a risk. Then you have 2 or 3 or 4 guys not playing also at the same time. And then, Toronto's back in this. He can't play there. He can't play there in the playoffs. So there's like 4 different ways that he could screw the team. And, if I don't buy this whole, well, he might get vaccinated. Come on, let's be real about this. Stop. All right, he might get vaccinated if he comes out the playoffs. If he wanted to get vaccinated, he would have done it already. But he's choosing to not protect his teammates, and that is what it is. That's his choice that he's making. So if I'm Yankees, I'm choosing not to trade for him. But that's just me, though. I don't really care if people call that woke or whatever. I don't even know what the hell woke is. To me, it just means you're educated and informed. But people are running with these stupid slogans. Whatever. Remember, there's a 30-day inoculation period, too, for vaccinations. So, what's good, Mazza? So, there's a lot of components here. But again, you have other options. I would still be going after Brian Reynolds as the guy. I would go after him. I really would. Well, that's the other thing, Alexander, exactly. But it's not Boone's fault that, King got hurt and a bunch of these other guys are hurt. He has to work what he has. But, nobody expected, what's his name, his arm to pop off yesterday, Michael King. So, salute. Morning, Brew. What's going, brother? Yeah, keep on. Dude, it's not over till it's over, man. Yogi, baby. Yogi. Yeah, well, exactly. COVID affects these people in coconuts. Exactly. They do. Tim King and Jordans, what's happening, man? Man, if anybody hasn't smashed that like button, please do so. We always like to get them likes up here. Rizzo's been kind of reeling a little bit too. A lot. And Paul O'Neill said this best a while back, and he said when the Yankees should be fluctuating who's hot and who's not. Oh, come on, booted it. Yeah, booted ground ball, first base, DJ safe at first. He said when a bunch of guys are hot at the same time, it's good. But those same guys get a bunch of cold guys at the same time. So the Yankees have a bunch of guys that are cold right now at the same time, and that sucks. So they've got to figure out, and they have enough guys to balance that out, so that there's less guys, streaking at the same time. So FG Reynolds is about to come off the IL, and I don't care. He's still my number 1 target, man. I've been talking about him for a year, and to me, he's the right fit. So, yeah, the team is definitely tired. There's some guys. That's why we need some fresh bodies, some fresh arms, right? And who's up here? Judge? Yeah. Come on. Sunny Gray, baby. Yeah, Mateo. Yes, indeed. Him and Blake, was it Blake Rutherford, I think? Was it Blake Rutherford or someone else that we gave up for Sonny Gray? It's an outfielder. I don't remember his name. Might have been a different guy. It was a guy who tore his ACL the first week he was there in Oakland playing. Might not have been Blake Rutherford. David Robertson's an option. I know they've been talking to the Cubs about David Robertson and Ian Happ, so that's possible. Yeah, Mahomes, and then Wandy Peralta's been dependable, but he's had a little bit of a back issue recently too. So we have some question marks. We do. If I'm coaching Colorado, Danny, I'm not going after Blackman. I'm going after Daniel Bard, that power reliever, their closer. That's the guy that I want. Base hit. Runners on first and second. With Rizzo coming up. Still possible. Base hit. So Judge got a single. Judge on first, DJ at second. Rizzo's up with 0 outs. Oh. But yeah, I agree. They need to make moves starting now. And one of the things I've said too is it's sometimes better to be first than anything else. And I think it would be wise for the Yankees to be first at something right now. Who do I think the Yankees get at the deadline? Probably Luis Castillo, probably Ian Happ, David Robertson, somewhere around there, I'm guessing. And then maybe another reliever. I would try to get two one way or another. There's a bunch of other guys that could be good options. You know. Yeah, I mean, if we can get Reynolds, Castillo, and Bednar, I would take that all day over Soto by himself. Morning, bro. 100%, brother. 100%. I would take that. That right there is a hell of a deadline. Hell of a deadline. Come on, Rizzo. Let's just hit one down the line, man. Let's get a single or a double here. Let's keep this rally going here. Oh, Dustin Fowler. Good call, Shackelford. Good call. That's the guy who tore his ACL. Hustling, though. He tore it hustling. Crashed into a wall. So I can't fault the guy for hustling. Luden. Down the line already. Hit one down the line and kind of playing a shift on it, but there's runners at second and third. Now Rizzo's out first base. What's happening, Luden, dude? Long time. Yeah. Yeah, pitching is a big time need for the Yankees. Yeah, and again, you know, they've moved a lot of prospects recently, so they can still move prospects. And again, I understand why you wanting to prioritize prospects now a little bit more than usual, but the prospects have not been this good in a long time. So I can understand the combination of both using some and keeping some. I get that. That makes sense to me. So who's up? Gleyber Torres. Now will be a good time for you to come through, Gleyber Torres. But could the Orioles? Yes, they could be balling with AC. That's why I don't call them a pushover. They're an up and coming team. They could make the playoffs next year. You never know. You know what I mean? Never know. The NBA stream is way behind me. Gleyber Torres is up. It's 0-1. 6-3 Yankees. No, one out. Runners on second and third. Oh, that was a pitch right there for Gleyber to hit. Oh, contact hit 100%, man. 100%. No, I don't want Gleyber going for the fences either, man. Just get a damn level swing. Try and get a base hit or a double, man. You know what I mean? We're in a bad streak right now, Kenneth. There's no doubt about it. So what the Yankees do during this is going to help us determine whether they're good enough to ride it and then keep going in the playoffs. So you know what I mean? And they need to make some moves. And if I'm them, I'm being proactive right now. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm doing, being proactive. And yeah, the Orioles have a good farm. Adley Rushman is up there now. And then they got Cedric Mullins. They got a lot of good guys. And they're going to continue to keep bringing guys up. And they have a pretty solid farm system too now, so that they can utilize. Oh, 1-2 way outside. Lopez, yeah, Lopez is solid too from the Marlins. I would consider him if he was available, no doubt about it. Means, yeah, you bring Means back to fortify that rotation, yeah, man. And then you get some, couple of good players or a star player. They could do that. All right, the 1-2 pitch. Torres pop up, fall down. Shit, he caught it. Running all the way in, nobody scored. DJ would have been dead meat at home plate. Oh, God. John Boy said he heard the Yankees trying to keep a prospect if they take Corbin. Yeah, I've been saying that for a week. That's nothing new. So if you're taking Corbin's contract, and yeah, you're either taking some of our bad contracts in return, or we're keeping a prospect. Yeah, that's not a surprise. There's no way in hell I'm giving them Waldichuk. We're doing them a solid by taking Corbin's contract. We got to do ourselves a solid by keeping Waldichuk. So Waldichuk, not a chance in the world. I'm trading Waldichuk for Patrick Corbin. But they have they have made it clear today that they're willing to take on Corbin's contract. Now, again, I would be doing the same thing, given one less prospect. You want me to take that? We got to have a compromise here. I would give them the prospect if I can get rid of those 3 contracts. But if we can't get rid of those 3 contracts, then I want to keep the prospect. So, yeah. So that's, it's your boy. It's what they said is not untrue. What they said is accurate. It's been out there for a couple of days. Oh, yeah. Josh Donaldson. 0-2, foul ball. Yeah, the King loss is devastating, Kenneth. Devastating, bro. Which is why like a Bar from Colorado or Bednar from Pittsburgh would be huge. Really, really be huge. So, you know. All right, so the 0-2 pitch here. Josh Allen just call time. Just call time. Yeah, so do I. Ball, and I think they can make the postseason. If they play well, yeah, they can. They're not that far away. And the fact is, like, that's not a strike. They just called that a strikeout. That was a high pitch, man. Ball game over. Orioles won. All right, they're tied 1-1 now. So hopefully the Yankees come out tomorrow and win the series. So, and yeah, Yankees are in a nice slump now. They're in a nice slump, that's for sure. What's up, Mike? What's good? Luden, thank you so much for the donut, brother, man. I appreciate you. Apart from the pain, I'm actually glad we had some bad medicine like this right now for the deadline. I feel more confident now. Yeah, I would agree 100%. I think they need this adversity, and I think it might make them a little bit more willing to make some solid be aggressive at the deadline. So this to me is exposing some realities that maybe they weren't ready to face, right? And with King getting hurt and going down, it's really showing that we need to. There are some impact players here that we could probably get, and we need to get them. You know what I mean? You know, I wouldn't say we're not a good team. We're like 30 games over 500. So good teams don't do that. Good teams also have shitty, streaks like we're having right now. The 98 Yankees had a shit streak like this too. And that's a 98 Yankees, the greatest team pretty much probably ever in history of baseball. They had a crappy team too. You know what I mean? Glaber 4-5. I've seen enough of them. Dude, I don't want Glaber batting fourth or fifth. I don't. I wouldn't get Benintendi. I wouldn't get him. I would not. Bard strikes out some hitters, yeah. Yeah. Bard strikes out some hitters, no doubt. Yeah, not a great. Shane Green started off strong, but then he fell apart at the end. He gave up that made a bad pitch and gave up a home run. So, you know what I mean. No, it was no tears here, Jason. Don't worry, dude. We're okay. 30 games over 500 ain't that bad, dude. And it's not over yet. It's not over yet, so I'm not really worried. Buxton's not going anywhere. He just signed a big extension with Minnesota. He's not going anywhere. And Minnesota's in first place. They're not going to trade him. Bard would be a good addition. Yeah, I like him. Yeah. But I agree, too. Got to stop swinging for the fences. They could be using that as a smokescreen, too, I don't know why they would bring in Benintendi. He's not vaccinated. It can cause all different types of problems. I already said this. Like, unvaccinated players are the most susceptible to COVID, right? And their quarantine period is longer than everybody else's. So if he catches it, he could miss 2 weeks, even without the playoffs, not including Toronto. He can miss all kinds of key games. And if he infects any of his teammates, you might have 2 or 3, 4 guys out at the same time. That would be disastrous. So why would they even take a risk like that is my question. I wouldn't do it. I would go for Brian Reynolds. I mean, all over Brian Reynolds and David Bednar right now. I mean, really, I'd be all over those 2 guys. But yeah, I mean, the Orioles just have our number right now. It's unfortunate, but they do. It is what it is. Let's hope we don't have to leave. Well, right now we would, Luden. I mean, Toronto's in the playoff race, so it's. And we already got burned by COVID. Yes, we did. And it's not going anywhere just because people don't want it. There's way too many unvaccinated people. Maz, over and out, brother. Way too many, man. So, Hap Castillo, David Robertson, Daniel Bard. That would be a fantastic deadline, Sean John. I would sign up for that in a heartbeat. I really would. That would be a great. Mazza, bro. Always a pleasure, man. Have a great night. Thanks so much for coming on. Make sure to smash those likes, people, if you haven't done that yet. And with Soto, I would like to get Soto as long as it doesn't prevent them from getting another starter. Okay? Corbin is not the guy that we need. If we have to take Corbin, okay, I still want Castillo or somebody else too, or Frankie Montes. Still want another guy. Corbin's what, a 5 here, a 4 maybe. We still need a number 2. So that's just the way it is. That's the way I would say. All out, man. Always a pleasure, brother. And I would take Happ over Benintendi too. I would do it too. But again, I would take Brian Reynolds and David Bednar over all those guys. And if you can get Castillo with that, you can get the 3 of those guys for less than it would cost to get Soto, man. Whew, that's a sick deadline. A sick deadline. So he was making phone calls. I was saying, well, that's what Cashman was saying earlier. He's been on the phone all day yesterday and all day today. So we'll see. We'll see what he can come up with. We will see what he can come up with. I mean, I do think Soto is going to get moved, but most of my predictions are the Dodgers. But we'll see. We'll see. Yep. Set the market cash. That's your name. Yeah. Good question, Anthony. I hope so. I hope we get Castillo. It's a really good question. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he left with a lead, and then bullpen couldn't hold it. So even though the runs were, charged to him, left with a lead. So whatever. Sessa, or there's another reliever over there too, that I think will be a better option than Sessa from the Reds if they can get him. But then you have guys. I mean, I would look at Andrew Chafin and even Michael Fulmer from the Tigers, a righty and a lefty. They're not going to cost. They're not going to break the bank. Maybe you can get both of them. I mean, I would try to get Gregory Soto, their closer. He's going to cost a ton. So we'll see. Yeah, Ludin. So there's a. Let me pull it up here. The Cincinnati Reds. Reds. I'm going to tell you right now. Okay. By the way, Volpe hit another home run tonight. Volpe's on fire. He's on fire, man. He really is. Players. Let's see. There's a pitcher, a reliever from the Cincinnati Reds, who I think would be Alexis Diaz, 25-year-old reliever. I think from Puerto Rico to Dominican Republic, and he's got a good arm and a lot of controllable years. Marcel's in the house, baby. What's good, brother? Dude, I mean, I would be very happy if the Yankees got Soto, but again, they still have to get a pitcher, even if they get Soto, no matter what. No matter what. Do I think we end up with David Robinson? Probably, pretty likely. Bard, I think they'll trade. Yeah, Story, different. I don't know why they didn't trade Story. They should have. I think Wilson Contreras goes to either Houston or probably Cleveland. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't think the Orioles are going to tear this team down. They're on the way up. On the way up, man. GM, imagine that, man. I would be pursuing guys a little bit differently, but whatever. I mean, it's time. I think it's time for the Yankees to be aggressive to a degree and just be smart and aggressive, and they can be. I just hope he's not getting cock blocked by Hal Steinbrenner. I hope he's not being blocked by him because that would suck. And again, I'm winning. I mean, trying to live on Park Avenue while shopping at the bargain store like the Yankees are doing right now, it's not going to work this year. Especially when you have a team like the Astros who are really good, the Braves, the Mets. It's not going to work against those guys. It's really not. So they have to make the right moves. You know what I mean? The Padres can land Contreras too. Yeah, they could do that as well. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Peraza, Vasquez, Miggy, and Florial, and Castillo, and that's a great deal for Vasquez, Miggy, and Florial. I mean, that'd be a nice if you can do without giving up Will Warren, who they've been asking for. I would do that. Russ Cron. The deadline's gonna be crazy. Deadline's gonna be really nuts. But I still get him playing Miggy in Toronto if it comes to it. Ben Yankee Steelers. I don't know. I worry about that. I worry about it, Ludin. I know what you're saying, but I worry about that. An extra high-end major league infielder. That's worth an extra few pounds. You know, you're not wrong. Calling out that you're not wrong. And the Orioles are going to be good. They're going to be good. Isn't there one fireballer in the minors somewhere? I mean, all this fireballer. Luis Medina. He's one. He throws hard. I don't know if he's major league ready yet, but we'll see. We will see. Disgusting. Yeah, it was a terrible loss. It sucked. It sucked. So, yeah. Well, that's the thing. I think it would be wise for Hal to stop treating this like his trust fund and treat it like a baseball team this year. When you have a chance to be a great baseball team, that's the worst time to start treating it like your trust fund. You know what I mean? But, man, it's what it is. People are going to do what they're going to do. I don't think it's a bad idea to invest in your own product. I really don't. Writings I think is still a ways away. So is Zach Britton, just some other guys. I think it's still a ways away. I would not be banking on these guys. I would still get a front end reliever one way or another. Can you imagine watching TV on August 3rd and Cashman's done nothing significant at all? Yeah, that would be pretty bad. I'm gonna go live on trade deadline day. So if he's not doing anything, I'm gonna be calling it out. I'll be live that day, most of the day, so you'll know anything that happens from anybody that day. And I'll stay like an hour after the deadline, which is 5 p.m. because generally those last minute deals come filtering in for the first 30 minutes or 60 minutes after the deadline itself. So I want to make sure you're in the know on everything, and I want to be able to celebrate Yankee moves if I can, if they make some. So and that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping to do. We'll see. I'm not going to be unrealistic, but I'm hoping to do something. Bogarts might leave. Yeah. Cole continues to disappoint. I don't know about that. His stats show he's pretty much an ace, with an exception of a couple off games. Wasn't great tonight though. It's good for the most part, but his command was a little off in areas, well, so I don't disagree there. JD Martinez, yeah, he is. I don't know. He's had some bad games, but 30 games over 500 shows he's not that bad. Not that bad. Boston just doesn't have it. Injuries and some other things and bad performance, and just Boston doesn't have it. But I would not sleep on them. They went on a run last year, second half of the season. I would not sleep on them. Yeah, Cole did keep us in the game. Our bats didn't do anything for him. So, and that's the only thing I said before the game, too. You need to run support. We didn't get it. Bumgarner, yeah, I'm not wasting my time with Bumgarner. They could trade for Drury, but he's not vaccinated either. So, I'm not trading for any vaccinated player. No waste of time. Volpe is the most compact. Yeah, he's good. He looks good. You got that right. Yeah, Castillo and Barlow would be awesome, Anthony. It really would be awesome. Januzzi, Charles, joining from Japan. Welcome, Japan. All right. Cole got it down. Yeah. Just it happens. When he's not at his best and he's still keeping him in the game, the bats need to do something, and our bats not really doing much. Well, exactly, Rubio. Exactly. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, he didn't give up 4 touchdowns like Boston did yesterday. That was crazy. Yeah, I don't think Chapman should be on the postseason roster. That's for sure. Do I think Judge gets traded rather than get something? I don't think they're going to trade him. I think they're going to wind up dealing in the free agency. I have a feeling he's going to walk. I think he's kind of proven that he's going for the money. So can't blame him, but I have a feeling he's going to walk. No, I don't hate anti-vaxxers. stupid business decision to sign anti-vaxxers because they're the ones most. This is a baseball team. You need guys to play. Okay, this is the bottom line in Yankee Mania. If they're unvaccinated, it's acceptable to get COVID. If they catch COVID, their quarantine is twice as long as everybody else. They're going to miss more games. If they infect their other players, then those guys are going to miss games. So it could pose a huge problem. Why even take that risk? It's not the hate of anti-vaxxers. This is common sense. Common sense, dude. Again, these guys get paid to play the game of baseball. If they had COVID, they can't play baseball. It's that simple. So can't tell me Boone's been good the past month though. See, now the story's changing. And instead of saying Boone, it's been bad the last couple months, couple weeks, it's Boone sucks, he's the worst. Now we're kind of tailoring the story here. So let's be clear about it. If the team has been bad the last month, and it's not all Boone. It's the team also. The team's not been good the last 3 weeks, whatever it has. It's not only Boone. He's not on the mound throwing wild pitches with Chapman, so he's not doing that. So might as well just be straight about this, man. Yeah, Princess Torres. I mean, I think he's also trying to defend. He's given and I can understand him trying to defend his players for certain things, but that type of stuff, he's trying to stay uplifting and whatnot. But I think he realized that I don't think they have the personnel to beat this team, and they're going to have to make some moves. But he's not going to say that. No manager is going to say that. None. Not even Joe Torre. They're not going to say that. So, but yeah, I did hear him say that, Princess Torres. So managers have to be a yes man at press conferences. It's just the way that it is, You know what I mean? I heard that Benintendi said he would get vaccinated so he can I don't buy that, Colin Athearn. Honestly, I don't buy it. He should have been vaccinated. There's a 30-day inoculation period too, so I'm not wasting my time with Benintendi. Honestly, I don't buy it. What if he says that and then they trade for him and doesn't get vaccinated? He screws everybody. I don't know about that. I don't know. I wouldn't do it. There's other guys that are better options. Yeah, the Orioles payroll's terrible. Yeah, exactly. Boone's not the only reason we've been losing. Exactly, man. This team needs to make him way. I don't disagree, President Lash. I agree. We'll get 65 likes. Let's get over 100. Let's do it. Barlow he won't cost as much as Bednar, but he'll cost quite a bit. Bednar's got 2 extra years of control over Barlow, so that matters. But they'll both be expensive. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. Boom is his excuse he's making for Torres and hustling. Yeah, that type of stuff for us, Cronin, I sit Torres the next game. If he does hustles like that, or I take him out of the game right there, and I'm sitting him next game too. I'm benching his ass. I don't like that stuff. Reynolds, yeah, he's with the Pirates until 2026. Ludin, Brian Reynolds. IKF is on an 11-game winning streak, the longest in the major leagues. Robertson and Happ will cost a couple of decent prospects because Cap has got another controllable year too, so they'll cost a decent amount, but nothing crazy. Nothing new on Soto. Nothing new on anybody, except the fact that the Yankees are now willing to take on a bad pitching contract to facilitate a Soto trade, and that's it. Reynolds will cost a ton, yes, but he'll cost less than Soto. But I would still take Reynolds especially if I can get David Bednar too. I would take those 2 guys in a heartbeat. So, a heartbeat. Stanton's just reeling. He's slumping. His timing is off. His mechanics are off. And he's got to figure this thing out. Why the Pirates really want to trade? Because they're not going to compete anytime soon, and they can use a bunch of prospects to put themselves to accelerate a rebuild process. Reynolds is going to get more expensive. They're not going to be able to afford him. And again, when they start competing in 3-4 years, it's going to be 30, 31. What's the point? They can have other guys that can help accelerate the process. I think that's me why they would move Reynolds. So Castillo and Reynolds will cost less than Soto, probably. Yeah, I don't understand it either. Tim King Jordans, I really don't. Yeah, it's IKF has issues, but yeah, and Jeter was making dozens of errors when he was first up. There's no different, and IKF he gets a lot more clutch hits than people think. Seems to get nagging injuries. So this is an oblique thing. I'm not really worried that much about Brian Reynolds, to be honest with you. So 28 to 32 is essentially prime years. But based on your logic, Peter, then we're not going to get any prime years of Judge, right? After we sign him next year. Yeah. Judge would be kicking. Well, I don't know. Judge had an opportunity to. He turned it down. So he's betting on himself. Can't fault the guy for that. Can't fault him. Yes, he did. Coffee Cat. Yep. Best reliever that's out there. I want to say probably David Bednar, um, or Scott Barlow. But we don't know how available they are. Is the question. So, uh, you know, I don't think you guys errors anymore. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not worried about IKF. Other people are. But I'm not worried about them. Since we know each other, contact is topic. Cashman trades for Gallo. Now, what? What's that, Prince? You can, but I'm going with ascending years instead of descending years. If I'm spending a lot of money, I'm going with the guy that's trending upward instead of the guy that's going to be trending downward. That's just me. To the ground, yeah. Castillo would be a huge get for the Yankees. He'd be a huge get for the Yankees. Yeah, I'm making a trade deadline predictions video this week, Sean. This week. Yep. Peraza is better than IK. Yeah. We don't know that, Yankee by nature. You haven't seen him at the major league level. You can't compare minor league stats to major league stats. That's pointless. So let's not go down that road. We don't know that. Nobody can confirm that until he's up here. Ben Wortvet is now at AAA in his rehab, so he might be up sooner than we thought. And then if he plays well, they might be able to move Kyle Gashoka. So, you know what I mean? Whole analytics department. Okay. A little over reliance on analytics sometimes. I think so. Well, that's one way to do it, Jonathan. If you trade Soto, then you can. If you trade for Soto, you can trade Judge. And if you did that, then you would replenish a lot of the farm you just gave up. That's one way to look at it. So, it's one way to look at it. Yeah, me too. Work for getting healthy. He's young. He's from a lefty. He's also an expert pitch framer, just like Trevino. So, and he just got his rehab transfer to AAA, so he's one step away now. So, I look forward to that too. I hope it works out. It's fine, Fritz. Just want to make sure I understand what you're saying because I get confused too. So don't worry. 500. Yep. Well, exactly, Alan. Yeah, you leave that many on base. Exactly. Bound to lose, man. Yeah, I would agree too, William Australia. The contract can't be 8 or 9, or it definitely can't be 9 or 10 years. That's for sure. Hmm. No, I get it, man. I don't, I don't even entertain trading Judge unless they've already got Soto or a bunch of other guys. Otherwise, just the rest of it doesn't make sense. Soto and Judge, it's really hard to get better than that for this season. So then you let Judge walk if that's the case, if you're going to go for it. If not, then you might as well move the guy. It's just, we don't know what the hell Hal's plan is or Cashman's plan is, right? We don't even know if they're on the same page, and they're never going to tell us. We just go by a lot of a speculation and assumption, unfortunately. And a lot of us who are, I feel like a lot of us are better informed than some of these other guys are. We play mock GM a lot, so why not? That's what we love our Yankees, man. Like that, Michael Morris. Halloween, baby. If you're a Halloween fan, the trailer from Halloween Ends just came out this week. It is sick. Go see it. It's sick. Looks really good. Yeah, Britain. Do I see Cashman wait until? Yeah, unfortunately, my gut's telling me that he's most likely going to wait to make. I hope he makes moves before that, but he tends to wait until that day, thinking that the prices are going to go down on a lot of guys. And again, the prices are not going down on Castillo. They're not going to go down on some other players either. So I would not wait for those guys. Take some guys, because at the end of the day, if you wait too long, other teams are going to take him, and then you're going to wind up with, he's going to wind up with his dick in his hand. He's not doing much. So, and then he's going to look foolish. Yankees don't need. Well, yeah, this is true too, Colin. I mean, again, gutting. They don't want gut the whole entire farm for Soto anyway, so it won't. It's not the whole farm. They're a top 10 farm, so they've got a lot of depth, and they just restocked the farm at the draft this past week, so they added more guys. What happened? It's continuing. Rick Fulmer trade talk between Happ and Robertson. Let's pull up. Let's see if anything's popping up right now. Let's have a look. Let's see. Let's just have a look and see if there's anything Yankee related that might be popping up that we might be able to report or talk about. Cash, see. Yeah, the Yankees are 9-10 in the month of July. Let's see. Shane. Yeah, the bullpen needs guys. Yeah, a lot of folks just keep saying the bullpen needs guys. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Okay, that's pretty much what we have right now. Nothing new to report just yet. What's crazy is the Yankees are slumping pretty bad, and yet they're still playing pretty much 500 baseball. So that's just keeping some perspective. It's not like they're 2-18, something like that. So at least that's the type of perspective I like to incorporate. Let's see. I have a top 5. And I'll say it again. We got. Yeah. All right. Nothing yet. I was just checking, but nothing yet. Exactly, Shackelford. I would rather slump right now in July than October. No doubt about it, brother. No doubt about it. Blackburn, I think Blackburn's probably gettable, William. I think he's gettable. Dude, comparison between Cole Stat. Come on. Come on. Plus our international signings, yep. They shouldn't pass on Soto. Yeah, I wouldn't. If they can get him. Heyman's not the most reliable, but on occasion he has some decent pearls. But he's not the first guy I look for reporting and all that stuff. I look for several corroborating stories and make sure that there's consistency. So, cool. Stop. You can believe whatever you want to believe about Cole. Whatever you want to believe. Go right ahead. Why not trade for Castillo, Contreras, Happ? I don't see the point trading for Contreras, in my personal opinion, but that's a lot of killer bees. I like the killer bees. I mean, I don't see the point in trading for Contreras, but the other guys, I would like. I mean, I would like. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Stu, that's a good point. Only players on losing teams win the MVP. That is a good point, dude. Dude, come on. Come on, dude. All right, let's see. Couple of trolls here. Get rid of them real quick. I have to find out Vaccination why the Yankees. We don't know. We don't know, Billy. I mean, it could be speculation. We just don't know. We haven't heard the Yankees say that. We haven't heard Cashman say that. So they could be blowing smoke up people's asses using it as a smokescreen. Unless I hear Cashman say it or the Yankees say it, I'm not holding it as gospel. I don't care what some other random person says. I can care less. Cashman doesn't say it. Yankees don't say it. I don't really buy it that much. So if I were Cash, yeah, we'd move Glaber. Glaber's got value. Glaber's got value. Exactly, Princess Torres. Some of these coal haters for no reason. Just love to be, you know, that's what they love to do. They got nothing better to do with their time. Nothing better. Thank you, Rob, man. Appreciate it, bro. You know, it's yeah. This team, yeah, the team's been off. This team's been off. I mean, and it hasn't been good, and it's still playing 500 ball. So it just goes to show how good they are. So I would still be making moves one way or another to try to fortify this team. I think Hicks' resurgence has at the very least given him a little bit of trade value. I would still move him if I could, Peter. Yeah, I would move him if I could. Bogarts from Boston, yeah, they wouldn't trade with the Yankees. Yep, Cole's 9-3. You know, he's trending. He's still gonna be what 15-8, 17-8, 250 strikeouts, right around a sub 3 area, right around there. Look and see how many pitchers do that every year. JD would be nice. I don't see the Red Sox moving JD to the Yankees though. I just don't. Yeah, no doubt about it. Win tomorrow, win the series, and just kind of keep moving, keep it moving, keep it moving, and keep winning series, and we'll be okay. We'll be all right. When people say Yanks are the worst, and yeah, we have that. I know. It's just people don't better do their time. Love to hate. Love to hate. Yeah, Cole should have more wins. So should Jordan Montgomery. You know, Cole should be like 11-2 or 11-2 or 12-3 or something like that right now. He's had several games blown for him. Montgomery too. So, it is what it is. Exactly, Billy. Exactly. And look at him. Jacob DeGrom was dominant. He couldn't stay healthy to do it. You can't do it for that long. How many Bob Gibsons have we had? How many Walter Johnsons have we had? One. How many Randy Johnson have we had? One. And even Randy Johnson's career ERA is not that low. So like he's not going to throw shutout or one run every single time. So against kicking the tires, I don't think he's a good fit. I think he's on a decline. I think at this age, going from the National League to the American League, it's probably not a wise idea. And based on what the Yankees need, I don't think he's the right fit. There are better pitchers that the Yankees could fork up their prospects for. I mean, if I'm going to go for a guy on that team, it'll probably be Merrill Kelly from Diamondbacks, not Matt Bumgarner. But that's just me. Yankees need a frontline guy, and Bumgarner is no longer a frontline guy, unfortunately. No, I know. Exactly, Dominic. Exactly. He only threw a no-hitter, not a perfect game. He sucks. I know. Exactly, Brunson. Exactly. Well said, bro. Trevor Bauer is suspended for the next 2 seasons, so my thoughts are he ain't going to be playing until 2024. If anybody's interested in him, then, you know what I mean? Udall, bro. Have a great night, man. Thank you for always enforcing the lockdown here. I appreciate you, bro. Enforcing the rules. And Mazel, man. Good things. Well done, so yeah. Bauer probably would destroy County. Yes, he would. Yeah, I mean, Xander would be nice, but the Red Sox are not going to trade him. To the Yankees, at least. I'd be shocked. Would I prefer Ohtani or Soto? Soto. Paul Blackburn's a viable option. Aiden, yes. Is a viable option. They might, I don't know. Maybe Mantiply and Kelly, maybe. I would think it's a wise idea to move Severino back to the bullpen for long relief when he comes back. That's what I would do. Bauer, yeah. Bauer's a no-no in New York. Yeah, well, all those first basemen have also struggled too for the Yankees. I mean, Rizzo's a pro. He's a whiz with the glove. I mean, how many first basemen bat 320 with 40 home runs and 100 RBIs on a regular basis? Teixeira hasn't, what did he do that once or twice? Giambi once or twice. Tino once or twice. So Mattingly was an all-timer, but you couldn't stay healthy. So I understand your logic, Kamikaze, but again, Rizzo's not our biggest problem either. He had a nice double today too. I think he'll be all right. If he's still batting low 200s and not playing well at the end of the year, then maybe it's a different story. But I think it's too early to worry about him. There's other problems here that the Yankees have to worry about first. But I would get a decent backup first baseman. Even if they had this guy, I forgot his name. He's in the minor leagues right now. They got him from Texas. A big dude. I mean, I would not hesitate to utilize him sometimes. I know they use DJ at first, but like for extra roster, I mean, what's the hell's his name? I have to look him up. I gotta look him up. Yeah, and Bumgarner also has a big contract too. That's another reason why I would not move. So Kenley Jan, I don't think he's going to be leaving the Braves. The Braves are competing. They're not going to move him. They need him. Lincecum retired. Yeah. Didi had the same problems that IKF had in his first year too, hitting and defense, and he came into his own. I'm confident that IKF is going to do the same. So. Would I trade Gleyber and Soto? Yep, I would. Yes, I would. I don't know, man, Santa. I can never tell what the hell Cashman's goals are or his master plan. I can never tell. So it could be. Who knows? Yeah, Judge is tied with Pete Alonso, 79 ribbies. Oh, Ronald Guzman clientele. That's him. Yes, from Texas, the big boy. They still have him too as a lefty slugger. Yes, Guzman, baby. And package they take it in a Gallo trade, payroll relief, and a marginal prospect. Maybe 2 marginal prospects. They're not going to get a lot for him. I don't know who's coming up in these Ohtani trade rumors. He's not going to be traded. Come on. Who's making this stuff up? I mean, who's making this stuff up is my question. Ohtani. Who in the world would they do that? I think Donaldson's the hardest one to drop because of his contract. You know what to do? Okay, the Nationals. All right, we'll take Strasburg's contract instead of Corbin, but you have to take Gallo, Donaldson, Chapman, and Hicks off the books for us. And then I'll take Strasburg instead. And that's what I would do. Yeah, Ohtani's not going anywhere. I don't know who's making that one up. I really don't. Glaber's got some trade value. I mean, how much? I don't know. Chris Gittens is playing in Japan. Rusty Shackelford, he's in Japan. Strasburg they're shutting him down. They're making him William M, what's up, brother? They're making him start like basically rehabbing him until the end of the year, and he'll come back next year and hopefully with a cleaner bill of health. They rushed him back a few times, which was a huge mistake. And but he's got 4 years of $140 million left, 35 per. And if you can get anything out of him, I would take him over Corbin, with the condition that the Nationals take those guys, Donaldson, Hicks, Gallo, and Chapman. You add them up, it's still half of what they're going to pay for Strasburg. I don't know if I don't think they would include Glaber in a trade for Castillo. They have Jonathan India. They don't need Glaber for second base, and he's definitely not going to be shortstop there. No, Angels don't look good. No, you're not wrong there. You are not wrong there. I think if they still think next year that Ohtani walks in free agency, and if he walks, I think they'll trade Trout. Or if they still think next year, they'll move Ohtani next year at the deadline. I don't think they're going to move him now. They need freaking pitching, the Angels, man. They need pitching big time. So we're almost at 100 likes. We just need 10 more likes, man. Let's rock them out. Rock them out, please, guys. The Angels don't look familiar. No, don't disagree. He was also a little bit, he had a hamstring issue last year too. Plus, he also had COVID not long before the postseason too. So healthy. I'm not worried about healthy Garrett Cole. At least me, I'm not worried about healthy Garrett Cole. Henry Hill, Benintendi's not vaccinated, so I don't see him. Again, I could be wrong, but I don't see him. I don't see the Yankees going. It's way too many problems to get Benintendi. And I would take Brian Reynolds. If I can't get Soto, I'd be going all out for Brian Reynolds. So that's a good question, Brandon. I don't know why they aren't bringing. I think they want to add to Syndergaard War. Add to those guys. No, Princess Torres. Drury's not vaccinated either. It's going to cause the same problems as Andrew Benintendi would. Same problems. I like Drury, but well, that's not. Yeah, I mean, they are kind of wasting years there, Rockstar. You're 100% right about that. Percent chance the Yankees shot. I'm going to say like 30%. No, I'm going to say 30%. Yeah, I heard that Henry Hill, but that's also somebody from Bleacher Report. Cashman didn't say it. Nobody from the Yankees said it, so I don't hold it that credible. If you don't hear them say it, I don't really hear some article saying, "Oh, they're back in," and this could be speculation. Cashman also does. He drives the price up on other people. He does the same thing to other people that they do to him. He's a master at making people think that they're interested in somebody just to drive the price up. He's a master at that stuff. So, Billy, I think Happen Robinson probably the most likely guys to come here. And I would have no problem with that, man. Really no problem at all. Dominguez, Florial, Pro, Sweeney, Medina, Gomez, Gallo, Hicks, Chapman, Nelson. 10 guys for Soto and Strasburg. And then Peraza, Glaber, Andujar, Gomez, Wells, Jesus, Santiago. 2 monster trades. We're giving up like almost 20 guys. You got balls, man. You got balls, bro. I gotta give you that. How long is Strasburg? He signed this contract 3 years ago, and he's not hardly pitched since then. So Peraza getting a call, but not to be. He's not going to start over anybody, at least in my opinion. They're not going to sit IKF to play him. They're not going to sit, DJ Gleyber Torres to play him. I don't see that. Wandy Peralta, I think he's having a little bit of a back issue, so which is why I think, again, 2 relievers would be a wise idea. One lefty, one righty. That's what I would do. Michael A. Taylor is not vaccinated, Brandon. Not vaccinated. There are 10 Royals that are not vaccinated. Yep. And exactly, Coffee Can. They are not going to trade away top prospects for a rental who cannot play in Toronto. They're not going to do it. Cashman's not an idiot. DJ can play third in the for second. I mean, that would be a legendary freaking trade. I'll tell you that much. Taylor's not vaccinated. Neither is Whit Merrifield. No. Reynolds were great. And it keeps boiling back down to me to Brian Reynolds. Yeah, he's got 4 years, 140 left, 35 per. Yep. Well, that's true too, Phillips. Yeah, Drew. They need more athleticism. Yes, they do. Chapman is horrible. I don't think he should be on the postseason roster. I have no problem admitting that. I wouldn't put him on the postseason roster right now. I wouldn't even put John Lozano on there. Unfortunately, I wouldn't put Britton. I wouldn't put Gallo, and there's several guys I would not put on the postseason roster. He's played himself off the team. You know what I mean? He just has. Yeah, if they can get Hader, but I don't think Hader's going to be moved. Bednar, I would be going balls to the wall for Bednar, Peter. Hader, I don't think he's going to get moved. But I think the Brewers are going to add, I think. So Chisholm would be phenomenal. Strasburg, he can't come back anytime this year, but it sounds as if they're shutting him down so he can have a longer extended rehab and start in 2023. You know what I mean? See a way of trading for Soto while keeping Volpe. A smaller chance. I think they're going to want both. I really do. Yeah, I mean, any trade for Chapman is just going to be marginal prospect and payroll relief if they can. Otherwise, I mean, look, they have to pay Chapman and they have to pay Gallo regardless. So if you can't find a trade partner, just DFA them and release them and eat the money and let them play. Let those 2 spots be occupied by more productive players. You're going to eat the money anyway, so what the hell's the point? If you can't trade them, you move on, and that's it. So, dude, I'm telling you, Dominic, yes, the Reynolds wrap is the key, man. And that's exactly what I want. I want Cashman to have everybody thinking that they're going hard for Soto and all these other guys, and then sneak out of nowhere and get Brian Reynolds. Be awesome. It would be awesome, man. I would love to get Happ and Reynolds, but I don't know if they would do that. They'd have center field and left field locked up for a long time. Locked up. So, yeah, this deadline is crazy, missing. It's going to be nuts these next, 10 days. It's going to be absolutely nuts. The Yanks re-signing. King's got several controllable years. He's not a free agent anytime soon, Princess Torres. So he won't be going anywhere. Can't pitch Corbin. That guy's. No, I don't know what he's going to get. What we get out of him for even under Matt Blake. But that's why, and what I particularly said, if we're taking Corbin, we need you guys to take Gallo, Hicks, Chapman back. If we're going to take crappy money, we want you to take some crappy money too. Yes, we'll have to take more crappy money because we're getting Soto too. We understand that, but that's the way it's got to be. I'm not doing you a solid and then giving you Ken Waldichuk too. Hell no. Yeah, exactly, William. Dude, it's just, you know what I mean? It's the way it is, man. Helen Castro. Yeah, they could, Fritz. If they don't do the right things, they could ruin it for several years. You're 100% right. Soto probably means no short. Trading for Soto probably means no shortstop of the field. Shortstop's not a problem. You know what I mean? It's not a problem here. I don't know. I mean, they're 6 deep at the shortstop. I mean, if they can get him without giving up Oswald Peraza, then, or they can get him without giving up Volpe. But it sounds like Volpe's going to have to go for a Juan Soto, and I'm not surprised. Soto's 23. He's a 4-time All-Star already, and he's won a World Series title. Volpe's hitting 260 in Double A ball. It's a completely different ball game. I like Volpe, but this is Juan Soto. Okay, and that's the fact there. Josh Bell wouldn't be that bad. Backup first baseman who can DH too. They trade Volpe to the Nationals. Nationals might flip him, yeah. Well, they might use him. So, thoughts on signing the ground? I don't know. He's got to be healthy, and it would have to be an incentivized deal. I'm not giving this guy $30 million guaranteed. He can't stay healthy. You know what I mean? I don't think Dallas Keuchel has it anymore. He's kind of on the same boat as Madison Bumgarner for me. It's not that I love IKF. I'm not worried about IKF. I think they have more than. I think the Yankees do more to deadline because they have to do more to deadline than the Mets. The Mets already made a couple of marginal trades, so. But they got Daniel Vogel back, and they got another guy. We don't need power from IKF, dude. An average defense. Jeter was average defender for the first 4 years of his career. So I'm not really worried about that. He is not costing the Yankees games. It's not costing them games. Volpe, Dominguez, and Glaber for Soto core. We're going to have to give up more than that, Drew, but I like where you're heading. There. I mean, that would be, if you can keep Oswald Peraza and all the other guys, only give them 1 and 2, and then you add Torres to that and get that. Pretty damn. I would think you would need at least another prospect. Yeah, the Brewers are not moving Josh Hader. I can't see it. Yeah, I think Keuchel's going to sign a minor league somewhere too. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Yeah, he doesn't need home runs. He's not. Let's see. Jeter's first 3 years, 250, 314, and 291. So where's his 320 for the first 3 years, Peter? Did you think I'm not going to fact check you? You honestly think I'm not going to do that? You're also comparing it to a Hall of Famer, but he still struggled defensively. We've been talking about his defensive, so. And Jeter's not a home run hitter either. Hader looks a little bit hittable, but he's a beast. Yeah, it was the captain was awesome. It was awesome, William. Can't wait to see the next one. Mr. Santiago, let's see your Brewers trade, man. What is it? Yeah, Arias is. I mean, it's going to take us several years for him to get up there, but I would work out. Yeah, keep him around. He's still got to develop. He's only 16, so. I didn't compare him. I just said Jeter struggled. He did. You're not making your points have no credibility here. So what are you trying to do? If you're trying to troll, you're not successful. Okay? And so what are you trying to accomplish? That's the question. If I'm talking to the White Sox, I want to see if they would be willing to give up Lucas Giolito. You know what I mean? Michael K has been MIA from. I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know, Adam. It's a. All right, Russ Cron, Torres, Peraza, Vasquez, Miggy for Castillo and Dominguez. Loizaga, Pereira, Wallachuk, Floral, Arias, Reynolds, and Bednar. And you can get Castillo, Reynolds, and Bednar. That's probably what it would cost, but that's a hell of a return right there. Put him in a bathroom. Hold on. I don't want his face looking at your face. Put him in a bathroom. Charlie, Blackman, or Gallo the rest of the year? Personally, neither. But if you have to go, you probably go Blackman. Peraza, JP Sears, Tyon, Medina, Schmidt, Bro, Florial, Wisniewski, Vargas for a hater, and Burnt Corbin. Oh shit! I would, and not including Waldichuk, I would be all over that. Mr. Something, I would be all over that. Am I worried about the Yankees? Not as much as some people are. Right now, I think their immediate needs is to make the right moves at the deadline. If they don't, I'll probably be a little bit more worried then because I don't think they have what it takes to beat Houston in a 7-game series deep into the playoffs. And that could change. I mean, Houston can get cold and Yankees can get hot. We don't know. It's happened before, so that's the thing. But we need a co-ace to go with Garrett Cole. We don't have it. And I think that's going to make a big difference. And James just said he echoes the same thing here too, so. Comparing their defense is asking. No, it doesn't. His defense sucked the first couple of years. You keep pointing out his defense, so I'm using his defense. Like Didi's defense sucked his first year as a Yankee too. Okay. I mean, you're the one that's spending so much time trying to sell people on hating IKF, and you're failing, Peter, failing miserably. Okay. I'm not exactly sure who's giving you your talking points, but they suck, dude. They do. You know what I mean? Decent reliever would be nice. Capone would be very nice, man. Yeah, I think Judge walks after the season too. I do. Yeah, Brandon. Yeah, the bullpen is beat up. Yeah, got so many people just obsessing over IKF, but dude's got a hard on for the guy. I remember seeing people saying we're gonna suck. We're gonna be a 4th place team if we didn't sign Carlos Correa. Remember that? And Freddie Freeman, they're all dead wrong. Yet they keep harping over IKF. Dead wrong. Where are they gonna improve, Peter? And again, he's not the problem. We have bigger problems that you're not spending any time talking about. You're just obsessing over IKF. That's what you want to do. That's fine. But again, I don't know what you're trying to accomplish. But go knock yourself out, dude. Keep going. Do I think if the Yankees make it to the World Series with the Dodgers, do you think they'll keep? No, I don't. Not with Benetton. No. Reportedly aggressive. This is the thing I keep saying, GBK. One article doesn't really. I don't see all the other supporting articles to back that up. And again, unless you hear from the Yankees or Cashman, I don't give it that much credibility. It's got to be backed up by several different sources, and that one thing is not backing. It's not being backed up by all these other sources. So that's why I hold it that much credible with that much credibility. So. Yeah, it's almost like some guys are getting their marching orders to come here and hate on IKF. Like it's going to have any impact. It's not. Not. But again, knock yourself out, guys. Knock yourself out, man. Oh, I agree, William. Yeah. The Yankees made a hard offer to keep Judge. Judge said no. So I think he'll go out west, and I wish him all the luck in the world if he does. Could be seen as a problem, yet it's not. Not a problem. He's not costing them games. See, you're thinking about the hypotheticals, but you're ignoring reality. Reality seems to go whoop, 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 whoop. It's eluding you. This is what I'm talking about. Who is feeding you your propaganda? Is there other places out there that don't live in reality too that do this? I'm just asking, just curious. Bednar and Reynolds, God, Chris, I mean, I would be all over that, bro. All over that. I wish Boone had more versatility in the lineup to be stretching out. We need a leadoff hitter. We don't have one. And that's not a Boone problem. That's a Cashman problem, unfortunately. And Donaldson has regressed, yeah. And I don't think they're going to trade Judge now at this point. I really don't. They're going to ride with him, and Manigan, whoever they bring in to support him, they're going to ride with him at the end, and then probably walk. But you better get enough to justify letting him walk. That's what I'm saying. If you go to the bargain bin and you let him walk, that's going to mean you're going to get hell. You're going to get hell. You really will, and you'll deserve it too. And you will deserve it. Yeah, IKF could walk some more, sure. Yeah. The obsession with him, I don't get, but it's all people want to obsess with him. Go right ahead. I hear you, guy. I hear you, bro. I hear you. Benintendi, Hap could. Benintendi, FUTI. Benintendi's not vaccinated. So that can cause all kinds of problems. And if we have those problems, you can't situational hit if you can't play. You know what I mean? If you catch COVID, your quarantine is twice as long as if you're unvaccinated than you are if you're vaccinated. You can't play. So situational hitting goes to the garbage if you can't play if you have COVID. That's a risk, yes. It might not happen, but the chances of it happening, being unvaccinated in New York, which is flaring up, is higher than normal. And that has to be figured in. I mean, I don't know. I don't know who's feeding Peter this stuff. He's hanging in there as best he can. It's not working, but he's hanging in there. John Boy pushes the media that a player sucks if they don't want to come visit. At least, is that for real? Dude. They don't really do it for me. I got to break it to you. I must admit, they don't do it for me. I don't really find them very entertaining. But that's just me. I think we often forget that Cashman inherited the core four. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And I think they're looking to create a new core four here too, which is why I think he prospects out so much. So, that's perspective too. We just don't know what to do. What they're going to do. He never tells us anything. That's why it's so hard to read the guy. So it's amazing though. If he gets Soto and like a Castillo or a pitcher, the people are not going to be talking anymore. Understand the logic of sitting starters in big games. I don't know, Michael. It's just I would run out a little bit different lineups as well. So yeah, they attacked me too once. I mean, we were talking about lineups, and I put out a suggestion about IKF betting at the top, and they came after me. And I even told you I'll debate you guys straight up, and they wouldn't get back to me. So I don't like shit talkers like that who can't back up their talk. I don't find them very credible. But they got 1 million subscribers, so they must be doing something right. Okay, James, who's better to replace Cashman? Who's better to replace Cashman? Is my question. It's my curiosity too. And he probably puts Chapman in the game because he has to. Because they're paying him a lot of money. That's my guess. I don't know if Tyon. Personally, I don't think Tyon. I think Tyon is right now playing himself off the postseason roster. And if they get like a Luis Castillo or something like that, Tyon's not going to make the roster in the postseason. Who would you want to face in a World Series if I could? I want to face the Mets. The Mets. Yeah, kamikazes. These a lot of these things that people just they cherry pick things to attack. That's what they do, and that's the logic they use. Yeah, Russ, man, we don't You know, we do it. You know, we don't mess around here, dude. Like, we don't get condescending to people and stuff. But you know, if you're gonna come after us, you're gonna come after me. You're gonna get it. So you're gonna get it back, and I don't care who you are. Like, so I have other channels attacking me, and I don't see the point. I don't spend my time attacking other channels. We're all Yankee fans, and that's I want to make sure it's entertaining for all of us, right? So, but like, it's stuff like that that just makes it silly. And then you have trolls from other channels coming, talking block and blind, like, you know, it whatever, whatever. Yeah, it's just it's. I don't know, man. People have the right to their own opinions and whatnot, so it is what it is. I think the right people will find your channel. I think the right people have found this channel, and I'm grateful for you right people. That's all I can say about that. You know, and we keep it real. We just keep it authentic, not arrogant. Not we just keep it. It's about you guys, not me, man. It's about you guys. You guys make the channel better. I'm here to compliment you. So that's the way I look at it. Would I stream with Derek and the shift on August 2nd? I'm actually streaming by myself, Santiago. I have a live stream that I'm doing for like 5 or 6 hours, but I'm going to invite everybody who wants to come on for half an hour or to an hour, something like that, to come on my channel. They can join anytime they want as part of the stream. But yeah, I'm doing my own stream, Santiago. Are they streaming together that day? Be kind of cool. And they're a lot of fun. Chavez is in the house. What's up, brother? Never fear the king is here. The king is in the house, bro. My dad, damn right's in the house. Dude, I get attacked all the time, but it's all good, Chavez. It's all good, man. I appreciate that too, New York Style 24 I appreciate you both, man. I get attacked from other channels. I mean, John Boy came after me a while back, and it's all good though, man. It's all good, dude. It's it is what it is. I got attacked by a couple other ones too. Me, Derek, and Mad Dog. Yeah, that would be crazy. That'd be crazy. Yeah, man. No, dude, I appreciate you. Yankee fan. I do it for you guys and gals, and I love the Yankees, and I love doing this stuff, so I want to continue doing it. And if I have a great group of people like you that enjoy this stuff, I'm not going to stop. I want to keep growing and making it better. So I'm learning video editing to kind of spruce up my videos too. But I want to keep the the content good. Highlights don't mean shit if your content sucks. So I want to make sure the content is good, and I'm going to build around it. You know what I mean? So that's the plan, at least. Anyone's better. That's not an answer, James. Anyone is better than Cashman. Come on, dude. Mediocre starting rotation. I mean, again, he's also been cock blocked by Hal a lot. So, a lot. Development has been an issue. Well, they got Volpe. They have all these prospects that everybody wants right now. They're all Cashmans. John Boys want to be worse. Dave Portnoy's nuts, man. Does those pizza reviews. I think it'd be fun to have him on here, just for the hell of it. Famous for the lip reading stuff. I don't really get much of their lip reading stuff. I don't know what that is. What is that? Yeah, Russ Klein. That's the other thing. Like attacking. I don't see the point in attacking other people. Me being a dick to other people is not going to help me or hurt them. It's just whatever, man. Nicholas, but I appreciate that too, man. Appreciate that. Coffee Cat, you're the best, dude. I appreciate you too, man. One child, make sure to visit my most level-headed. I try to keep. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh yes, really. Your generosity is much appreciated. And just trying to keep it, realistic, right? Live on planet Earth. Be real. Be good to people. That's it. That's the goal with this. I have merch. We're close. I have a buddy of mine who has an embroidery merchandise business that we're putting together the final pieces so we can drop some merch soon. So if anybody's interested in that, they'll be coming really soon. So sooner than I thought. So I'm happy with that. So, but the haters always come in after they lose the game. They look for people to blame. And it is what it is, Yankee fan. It is what it is. Attacking competitors in old school radio move. Yeah. Strategy translate to you. I guess. But, they ain't going to get in my head. I'm going to get in theirs. They're going to, especially if they do that to me, I'm going to mess with them. So I'll have fun. But whatever, man. As long as they're not being a-holes to you guys and gals, then it is what it is. Soto looks like a car. My cousin told me that today too. It could happen. It could happen, man. You and Derek need to start doing live streams together. Your interview on the other day. I appreciate that, Kamikaze. Yeah, we had a good one the other day about Juan Soto. If you guys haven't seen it, go take a look at it. NYY recaps. We talked about Juan Soto, like real stuff, and that was a lot of fun. And he does have a great channel. NYY recaps. Derek Lewandowski. So yeah, and Judge is heating up too, which is fantastic. So, well, see, you make a point too. If Opie was the answer, he'd be up already. Griffey, Jones. I mean, it's a little bit of a difference to him, but they were up at 19. But these guys are all like way generational players. Like Soto was up at 19. So, but that's a really good point that you make. A really good point. Hank would have been more like Jones and how. Probably. Yeah, I don't see the point, Stu, just attacking the channels, bro. I just don't see the point, bro. I appreciate that, man. That's it's and I don't like attacking people when they're not in a position to defend themselves anyway. That's not fair. You know what I mean? It's not fair. So people can do it to me, whatever. I'm gonna kill them with kindness. You know what I mean? And that's the way I do it. Yeah, Stan gets hot. It's gonna be watch out too. I'm with you there too, John. John Boy trying to be cutthroat in the YouTube world. He needs to get back to telling me what he thinks a player manager might have said in the short. Yeah. Have any of those guys played pro ball? The John Boy guys? Have any of them played pro ball? And I'm just curious. I don't know. That's why I'm just asking. The Nats are not going to trade Soto to the Mets. I agree. If the Carpenter keep playing like this, then he'll probably re-sign him. If he's willing, yeah. Yeah, Stanton's in one of these funks. He goes into these funks and he comes out and he's a world killer. And he's in the funk and he's a world killer. He's very, very hit or miss, man. Exactly, Russ Cron. Russ Cron, I appreciate the kind words. I appreciate all the kind words, man. I really do. And that's why I like collaborating with Derek too, because it's baseball, it's good stuff. And we have fun with it, man. You know? There's nothing wrong with that. We have fun with it, bro. Pro wiffle ball. They'll strike. Shit. Oh my god. Imagine Cashman making a masterclass. Yeah, shit. Seriously, man. Why do I think Cashman waits so damn long? Well, if it's at the trade deadline, he's even said this. He waits for the prices to go down, but the price is not going to go down on Soto. It's not going to go down on Castillo. Like it's not going down on these guys. You know what I mean? It's just, and then it's a lot of times he waits, and then other guys get the big guys, and he has to settle for cheaper deals. And then like, oh, the prices were too high, and blah blah. You have to get guys like that. You have to pay. It's that simple. It's that simple. I think, Adam, I'll probably rub people the wrong way, but I think the Gardner pipe dream is already over. Some people might get pissed, and I apologize, but I like Gardner, but I think his time is done. Only Mets get Sotos if Cohen takes Strasburg. Maybe. But if he's willing to take Strasburg, the Yankees got to be willing to take Strasburg. Oh. Okay. We don't Volpe Dominguez will not. I mean, yeah, that's my fear too. Like they haven't really. I mean, they've moved a lot of prospects recently, and very rarely have some of them panned out to be great players. So I don't see the. I mean, this is a little bit different because we haven't had prospects this good for a while. So I can understand hoarding some, but like the balance of hoarding some and trading some. It's that simple. You know what I mean? That's the way I look at it. But again, I'm not running around with my hair on fire yet. This is their first losing streak. Yeah, their season's not over yet. It's your boy, exactly. Yeah, I love Gar. I miss Gardy, but his time is up, unfortunately. Christopher Monell. He looked Morel, yeah, he looked pretty good too. I hope they give Gardner a Brett Gardner day in his honor. I really do. But I think the Yankees are going to implode. No, I don't. I don't, Rich. It's different. I mean, I'd be shocked if they did. I can't, verify it or prove it, but anything's possible. But I doubt it will happen. Leadoff hitter, contact power, yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's why I would have. Even if the guys we have right now, I would have IKF up top, and then DJ batting right behind him. Set the table up because again, IKF is the only guy in this team that scores from first base on a double. And you put guys like that at the top, it gives him more position to manufacture runs. You move Judge down, and some of these guys with more RBI positions. Like Judge has 79, he'd probably have close to 100 if he was batting third on a regular basis. So that to me matters. What will it take to get Castillo? Oswald Peraza. They want Will Warren and a couple other players. Will Warren's their number 8 prospect. He's a pitcher. Yeah, and several, probably 4 prospects. Probably 4. And the Yankees are also magical in '78 too. So I mean, that was a magical Yankee team. It really was. But you know, it's free cash when they make Hughes Kennedy job. I hope not, Adam. I hope not. I hope I hope you're wrong about that. But I fear. I hope I'll be wrong on that too. So he's got to do something though, and I think he's acknowledged it too, which he very rarely does. So I could appreciate that too, but he's got to actually do it. Talking means nothing unless you're going to back it up. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of guys like Andrew Chafin could be a nice lefty reliever, and some of these guys are not going to break the bank. So I think Hader, Hader's ungettable. At this point, based on where he's at. With the Brewers, I think they're going to try to add there. So I would go after him. I mean, Gregory Soto from the Dodgers to try to get him. He's going to cost as much as Bednar. He's a beast. So Orioles would beat us tonight. Maybe, James. Maybe. I don't know. How much it would cost to get Scott Barlow? Several decent prospects. Probably 3 top 15 prospects and something else. 3 or 4 prospects. I mean, Barlow was another guy we really like. That's what I would like. No, Barlow would be a good get here. Dodgers have Mookie at right field. Yeah, Altuve. Yeah, and that's why IKF is the only guy that's remotely similar to any of these guys with speed. Why are we not putting our fast guys at the top? I don't understand. But whatever. I'm not the manager. I hope Hicks gets traded too. But if anybody stays, it's probably him because his contract is the least tradable of all these guys. But yeah, I don't hate Gallo either, William. It's the Gallo to New York project is not working, or experiment or whatever. It's not working. So he still hustles. He works his ass off, but it's just not working. It's not a fit. So I move him. Maybe he'll resurrect his career somewhere else. I heard Texas might want him back, so you go there. Just get payroll relief, and you take whatever prospect you can get, and that's it. You move it on. You know what I mean? So, but he's not having a good year at all. He hasn't been good with the Yankees since he's been here. It's just not working. So dugout bubble coming. Yeah, I mean Hicks, when he's on, but he's the hardest one to move. I mean, I don't at the end of the day I don't think he moves, but if the Nationals want us to take Strasburg, I'm insisting that they take Hicks. Is Chapman 10-5? Drew Phillips, that's a good question. Let's have a look. Let's pull up his contract. Well, he's definitely 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he's 10-5. He's 10-5. Yeah. Rizzo person. Yeah, that's why I like David Brian Reynolds. Good type of player. Yeah. I would if Benintendi was vaccinated, I'd have been all over him, but can't take that risk. Yeah, well, exactly 55 minutes. If I were Cashman, I'd be like, dude, I'll take on Strasburg, but you have to take Donaldson, Hicks, Chapman, and Gallo. And even add them up, and you're still saving the Nationals like, I don't know, $60 million, $70 million, something like that. You're saving them a ton of money. I don't know, Adam, but again, there's a 30-day inoculation period, even if you get vaxxed. Like, signal he'll be vaxxed if he's traded here. I mean, so that's basically an admission that all along he was willingly putting his teammates at risk. I think I don't like that from a chemistry purpose, team chemistry. That's just me, though. But I don't know if he signaled or not. I don't know. And I don't want to put words in his mouth either. You know what I mean? That's the way I look at it. And I don't want guys that are going to put their teammates at risk. This is, it could be a special team, and I want guys looking out for each other. But yeah, the Yankees could release. I mean, the trade thing is what the 10-5 clause really affects, and he's got no trade value anyway, so I can't see him trading him. They can get rid of him anytime they want. So, yeah, well, exactly, James. And the Yankees are the only team in baseball right now with 100% vaccination rate. And again, is he that good? Is he that good to avoid, just to ignore that and see the difference maker that the Yankees need? He doesn't solve the pitching problem either. Neither does Soto. So, and these are the little things I think are. Fisher response, it was a personal decision. Yeah, so it's the Yankees' personal decision to not trade for him. Personal decision's got to go both ways, right? That's what, again, I wouldn't make that risk I wouldn't trade top prospects, and they want top prospects for him. I wouldn't do it for an unvaccinated rental. That's just me. Personal choice goes both ways, right? So, and with those choices come responsibilities and consequences. So, somebody will pick him up. Padres, somebody will pick him up. Well, exactly. And that's the thing. If he comes here and catches it and spreads it, and the whole team could be screwed. That's not a good risk to take. I wouldn't take it. Exactly 5 minutes. A good point too. How many just useless players? So, and almost three automatic outs every time around the lineup, and they still this good just around the roster. Because you imagine if they get like an Ian Happ and someone else, and just more reliable guys, it'd be different, man. It would be. Yeah, Hicks has ebb and flow. It's definitely ebb and flow. So he has some great moments, but then he has some terrible moments. So I'm not really panicked right now. It's too early to panic. 12-game lead. It's too early to panic. Like, I get why some people are panicking, but I'm not. I'm not doing that. At the very least, we'll see what they do with the deadline. We'll see what they do. And then, yeah, we'll see. The deadline is exactly. Let me pull up the calendar here. 9 days away. 9 days away, baby. Yeah, my predictions video will come out, I think, Monday. Vaccine status of NL players, though. Our team's allowed to ask. I think so, but then the reason why it's not only AL, but it's Toronto because Canada itself has a policy that they don't let unvaccinated players in the country. So I'm not exactly sure. I'm guessing. I mean, I have a list of the total list of unvaccinated players in baseball, and it's a decent amount, but it's not like the Royals have 10 unvaccinated players. 10. So the Phillies have 4. He didn't get traded to the Astros, Russ Crone. Come on, dude. Come on. Now you're breaking our balls, dude. Prankster. But speaking of that, let's see if our Yankees have done. I'm going to wrap it up in a few minutes anyway, but let's see if our Yankees have done anything here tonight. Couple, just taking a look quickly. Thinking about Yeah, no, nothing. No, nothing yet. Okay. It's all good, Russ Crone. It's all good, baby. Not going ahead. That's a good one. You got us good. Well, David Jasson. Oh, God, yeah. No, we're not paying Ellsbury's contract anymore. It's off the books now. It's off the books, James. It was a crappy contract. What role do I see JP Sears? I could see him playing long relief. I mean, I would have him and Clark Schmidt here. If they keep performing, I would have them over, over other bullpen guys. I would have them over Chapman and someone else. If they're performing, Chapman's not. I don't care what kind of money Chapman's making. Like I said, they're going to pay them anyway. Put the better production in the position for one way or the other. So, yeah, Sears is definitely a Swiss Army. I like his versatility. And this chatter is still there, Russ Crone. Nothing has come to fruition yet. D. Robin and Hap. So, yeah, believe me, it's whatever. When something becomes breaking news, you're gonna find out immediately. Who's your prediction on Soto and Dodgers? My official MLB trade deadline predictions are going to come out on Monday, James. So I don't want you to miss that. Make sure you watch. Make sure you check it out. Soto, D-Rob, Castillo. I would love that. Would love it. Yeah, I think they're going to figure out what happens with Soto first, and then before they move Hap, I would agree. Capone, I would agree. Yeah. Soto to the die. Yeah, they have seven 100 top 100 prospects. They have the most to give the Nationals. So we'll see. We will see. 2 contact lefties would be nice, and a lefty reliever and a righty reliever. But we'll see. Soto to the Cardinals can happen. Yeah, my prediction video is going to come out on Monday. So, but let me let you all go. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks so much for spending this time with me today, and for all the kind words and donos. I appreciate you all. And if anything, Braves are interested. 7 teams made offers yesterday for Soto. 7 teams submitted them, Adam. I think it's the Yankees, Mets, Padres, White Sox, Cardinals, maybe Braves, and someone else. I don't remember the other team. I'm not exactly sure. The Dodgers. So those 17 submitted offers yesterday to the Nationals. This is going to be preliminary offers. Now the negotiating is really going to begin. So, but that many teams, that's a good thing for Soto and Scott Boras. They're going to negotiate the hell out of this. But have a great night, everybody. Again, peace and love to you all. And I hope I'll see you guys tomorrow. Over and out.